Top 5 mad scientists in history. 1. Josef Mengele. He was a brilliant scientist whose power and influence during the Nazi era earned him an infamous reputation as the Angel of Death. Some core interests of the mad scientist bordered on examining connections between twins, eye pigmentation, and persons with disabilities. The insane reality of his experiments is that he forcefully used live prisoners as guinea pigs for his experiments. 2. Giovanni Aldini. At a time when electricity was still a new invention, Aldini traveled across Europe with the sole purpose of electrifying subjects. In his travels, Aldini became an entertainer who gave audiences the rare spectacle of witnessing what happens when corpses are electrocuted. In a demonstration, Aldini would attach electric nodes to observe how the body reacts. When attached to a human or ox head, the facial muscles would contort, teeth would chatter, and even eye sockets would pop out. Where the body was involved, the limbs and parts moved in motion, giving the impression that the organism was suffering or reanimating. 3. Sidney Gottlieb. He is a mad scientist who is responsible for the CIA's quest for mind control. As a chemist for the USA's CIA, Gottlieb participated in some of the darkest experiments in recent history. In the 1950s and 60s, Gottlieb was the mind behind MKUltra, a mind control program. Some of Gottlieb's most infamous experiments involved the use of cocaine, THC, heroin, and LSD. Gottlieb's ruse for continuing his projects was the justification that it would help in the discovery of truth serum. Gottlieb's work on Project MKUltra is frowned upon, mostly because the scientist experimented on both knowing and unknowing Americans. 4. Jose Delgado. Before Delgado, many before him had toyed with the idea that electricity could manipulate the brain. Identifying the promise in the idea, Delgado took it to the next level, successfully controlling animals and humans with electrodes. Delgado stimulated the neural tissues of monkeys, controlling them with nothing but remote control. Gradually, the mad scientist perfected the technology and used it on a bull. The experiments were so advanced that at least 20 humans were involved in his experiments. Envisioning the success of his technology, Delgado even bragged that generals and their armies would soon be controlled remotely through electric brain stimulation. 5. Ilya Ivanovich Ivanov. Ivanov created the strangest and creepiest hybrids as a Russian specialist in interspecific hybridization and artificial insemination. To carry out his unholy experiments, Ivanov even traveled to Guinea, West Africa, where he hoped to crossbreed humans and apes. When Russia sought worldwide dominion, the state saw Ivanov's experiments as key to discovering super-strong, hairy warriors. Fortunately, Ivanov found it impossible to create a hybrid between humans and our ape relatives. Despite the failures of his ape-human project, Ivanov was successful in other ventures. He created a zedonk, zebra-donkey hybrid, a zubron, bison-cow hybrid, a guinea pig rabbit, an antelope cow, and even a mouse rat. These bizarre incarnations made him a legend within scientific circles, but he never could overcome the negative publicity from the ape-human trials.